Oh hey everybody, Ari Tales says, hey, I've got the best question ever. Apples or oranges, which one wins? If we're talking about eating just the fruit, I'd prefer an apple. Juice? Take a glass of OJ. Some days I would like an apple juice. The apple's too mealy, I don't want to eat it. I'd rather just have an orange. If the orange is too dry, then give me an apple. Let's scrap the whole thing and just give me some kale. Thanks to everybody who commented on last week's Ask Kristen video, Dating While Awkward. Derek Hemingway was a little distraught. Should I be sad because nobody seems to want to get to know me on dating sites and there's not really any other way to meet girls because I'm out of school? I also don't think the bar is the best place to meet someone that you want a relationship with. I feel like I'm going to be alone forever. Please help. You aren't some freak of nature that no one wants to hang out with whatsoever. I actually think that that fear of being alone is pretty common. From what I'm reading in your comment, it sounds like you just need to maybe meet some people. The internet can also be very helpful in terms of finding just communities of people who have similar interests. You can meet up with them IRL. The way a lot of people meet their significant others is through other people. If you can expand your social network, then you are improving the odds that you will find a person who really likes you. This week's Ask Kristen question is coming from a gentleman named Tice. I think I found a feminist who does porn. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on the matter. Can a feminist really make porn? Does that not go against what she believes? For those of you wondering why I wanted to answer this question in particular, because I get a lot of questions, which I'm always so grateful for. We don't learn a lot of times about what sex is and should look like and feel like and how it should go down from vetted sources. Rather, what we see on television, in movies, also in porn. I think the notion that being a feminist and being a sex worker, whether that's someone who has sex for money or is a stripper or makes porn, this idea that those two things are mutually exclusive often traces back to this misconception that feminists and feminism are anti-sex and anti-sex positivity and anti-nudity and anti-expressions of sexuality. To me, at least, feminism is very much pro-sex. Where the question might get a little dicier is not so much with the question of whether a feminist can make porn, because absolutely she or he can make porn. When it comes to mainstream porn, yes, there is a lot of depictions of male dominance, outright misogyny, women being reduced to sex objects, the portrayal of women's bodies being so completely unrealistic. I don't think that the answer, the realistic answer at least, is to try to get rid of porn because, hello, we would have to shut down the entire internet. But maybe if we talked about it more, maybe if we better educated girls and boys about what girls and boys' bodies look like in all of their natural states, if we expanded the access to what real sex looks like, perhaps we could improve porn. A staunch feminist out there named Cindy Gallup, who is actually trying to do that with an initiative that she started called Make Love Not Porn, dedicated to videos of real people having real sex. She doesn't want to vilify all of pornography, rather showing all sorts of couples having all sorts of what could qualify as feminist sex, in which both parties, or multiple parties beyond that, are equally engaged and consenting to what is going on. I honestly don't know whether it's even possible to do something as revolutionary, as revolutionize something as massive as the porn industry. I think it's something that could actually help all of us. Porn is never ever gonna go away, but it could get better. This is but a kernel of the conversation that could be had about porn. That's why it's time for you to talk to me. What do you think about this? And as always, ask me your questions because, hey, I'll answer them, even if it's about porn.